And welcome back to the LEC for summer 2025. We're so happy to be back after this 1 week break. New set of games. Some teams went home, but other teams are here. They're back, they're ready, and I have GB and Amira to kick off the week. How are you doing, guys?
Doing all right. Better now I'm here. I'm sorry, how else do you
So are we, Alex, so are we. I think I'm super excited to be back. I'm super excited to see what kind of games we're going to have ahead of us.
Yeah.
Because quite frankly, I think that in terms of consistency, we only had one consistent team last time around, which was G2 in the regular season. And I'm hoping this break week kind of have given all the teams the time they needed to fix these inconsistency, because instant inconsistency will kill your run to Madrid.
And it really feels like this is just a very special time of the year coming up. Every region starting to determine their champions, who goes to Worlds. And particularly, I think in this year, so many teams across the world made changes midway through the split. And now we get to see, did it work or didn't it?
And that's the thing. It is the last effort before the finish line. No more mistakes, no more second chances. Everything teams have been doing in the entirety of the season has to come together now. And guys, road to Madrid. Road to Madrid. And that's what I'm excited about here. But that's not all the weekend is going to be about, because we're going to say goodbye to teams during the next 2 days. We're going to send teams to Worlds during the last 2 days of the weekend. Namira, please talk me through the format like I'm bronze.
So,
I don't get it.
This is not that complex, but let's go through all of the questions you might have. All right, do you have questions on this bracket? What have you, GB, what do you got for me?
So how do I actually qualify to Madrid, Alex? Like, I don't get it. What's going on?
That's a great question. There are no bad questions, only bad League of Legends players. So well, the way that you qualify for Madrid is with these matches here. This one, this one, this one, and this one. 2 of these are getting played, of course, in the very first round from a lot of these teams. That's how you get to Madrid. All right, first question down. Next one, what have you got for me?
Let's say I want to go to Madrid as a spectator. How do I get eliminated?
How do you get eliminated? Well, that's also another good question. It's simple things, but it's important to know. The way you get eliminated is these games down here, which we're playing, of course, soon, the cross-play decider. These ones here, 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 and of course, all the way up to the finals. These 3 mate games are the only ones where you are safe. If you lose them, you get a second chance. It's not that many, actually, all things all in all. Okay, 2 questions down. I'm pretty sure we've got time for 1 or 2 more. One more question. What do you got for us?
Yeah, I mean, the most important one, really. How do I make Worlds? What's going on here?
How are you making Worlds? Okay, very important question. Well, we've covered 2 of those games already, because the 2 which bring you to Madrid up here also get you to Worlds. Have a 3rd one down here which will be played in Madrid itself, which is really, really important there. Those are our 3 games which get you to Madrid. They'll be played on the big stage there. If we got anything else?
So how many teams are we sending to Worlds?
We'll go on to that next time.
Yeah, we don't talk about this. We don't talk about those, and we'll see if we can actually make it out of Swiss this time. But that's a story for next month. The only thing we know for sure today is that we have Team Heretics versus Vitality. And guys, these teams have been delivering on and on the Rift, in voice-com, in gameplay. It is going to be a banger. No matter if win or lose, we're getting a show. So let's sum up what happened between these 2 teams so far this year.
That's a quick step, trickster.
I run top. I will take top tower.
And over the wall. I'm MJ.
You can come top if.
So if you can wait 2 lanes, do it. Look, do you want shot?
Yeah.
They are not on Drake, so be careful. I've ulted 1.
Bah!
Nice ulting bot as well.
Nice. Go get out.
Go to.
I'm just ulting them.
I look Lucian.
I'm coming. Right, Lucian behind.
Penta?
Chasing Penta.
I wasted my nights. Turn down the lights. I'm at a payphone trying to go.
I'm gonna do some flash.
No flash.
Okay. I can link. Nice, good job.
Then put like.
Nice!
Well played, guys. Nice.
Tipping behind them. Look.
Bomba. Boom. Rise. Michael Jordan. Rise no flash. Vai has ult. What is this shit?
I left it 2 minutes ago. Why not?
Look, Kaisa.
I go.
You go. I go. Baby. Nice, boys. Well played. Nice, good job.
And that's just a glimpse of what we can expect today between these 2 teams. They're ready. Look at them. Oh, yeah. That's actually really high.
Dramatic.
So the modeling contracts are when?
Yeah, that's the thing. League players, model, hello Flacket, hello Stan. We're going to see them in just a couple minutes. Guys, we saw during the video that whatever happens between these 2 teams, vibes are going to be important. Carzy was telling me that is something that has been carrying them so far this season. And when I was talking to Shio yesterday, he feels like the team got better because they were having fun together. Is that something we should be looking at here?
I mean, you have to, right? Like, I think Lindsay singing Payphone will forever live in my head. Like, that was probably the favorite moment for me throughout the entire split. But yeah, I definitely think, like, for either of these teams, like, it just feels like it's going to be a banger.
No, absolutely. And I'm so glad people are finally seeing this side of Vitality, because not so hot take, they're not the best team in the league, but they're the most entertaining team in the league. I have always loved watching their games. I've always loved seeing what come out of them. And I think the fact that we are getting these sort of voice comes from them now just speaks to itself that, yes, to answer your question, the vibes are indeed great at Vitality.
GV, something that is going to be important today is that you might be right, you might be wrong. You had an interesting take at the beginning of the split. You were talking to Jack Spectra, telling him that you think that in this exact scenario, Team Heretics is going to qualify. We don't have Jack Spectra here today, sadly, but I brought the next best thing.
Next Jack Spectra.
So, yeah, do you have something you want to tell Jack Spectra?
Well, so to the people that don't get what we're doing right now at the start of the split, yes.
Context.
Indeed, my friend. And Jack said Vitality will get top 4. That's a pretty hot take. I think it was a good take at the time, though. But my take on the other end was that I think Vitality will be matched up against Team Heretics to make it into top 6. And I thought once again, Team Heretics will win. Because Team Heretics is this sort of team where they don't always make sense. Because on paper, they shouldn't be good enough, right? And that's been the case for them the entirety of their journey in the LEC with this roster. But every single time, they have defied expectations. You saw it in spring when they had to play a tiebreak as well against Vitality. And what happened, Jack Spectra?
I don't know how to do a Norwegian accent. It didn't go well for them, okay?
Silence.
It didn't go well.
That's what happens.
And I think it's poetic that once again we are back in a situation where it's a series between Vitality and Team Heretics that's going to decide which of these teams will make it to playoffs. And I'm hoping that I'm right and Jack is wrong.
That's the thing. It's going to come down to this one again. Yeah, sadly, he cannot answer. I love it. I love it. We're going to keep that for the rest of the day. But yeah, these high-stakes games, they're used to it. How different are they, though, compared to last time?
I think Heretics have definitely stepped up a lot. I think, like, obviously we kind of looked for Sheo as being like the guy in the squad, but I think there are other aspects that are also starting to come together for them. So I think going up against Vitality, it's going to be a tougher time for Vitality. But I do also think on the opposite side, Vitality have done relatively well for themselves. So I think it's a lot of back and forth here.
I mean, they have an actual support now, so maybe
that does help a little bit, right? Like, I think as well, I think Vitality has leveled up with it. I think there's less pressure on the players. I think we're seeing them in more of a flow state when they're playing. It's not to say they're not making mistakes, but I think they're definitely the best version they've been of themselves this year right now.
Yeah, and I think a huge amount of that has kind of been the way that they figured out, hey, how do we want to try and approach the game? Like, they've been doing a lot of, hey, we want to try and get pushing 80 carries for Carzy. We want to try and set up then for, hey, we can use that to go and attack a side lane, overload it, try and find picks off of objectives and the vision that they can set up off of this pushing mid lane. And it feels like from Vitality's side, that has given them a kind of a winning condition that they can play through, like we saw against KC.
Talking about Team Heretics, I feel like everything we've been saying this split is that you have Sheo. You can always rely on Sheo, maybe a bit too much sometimes, but what else is there? Who can help him today? Who are we looking at?
Well, I think that's the issues we're looking at with Team Heretics. They lack star power right now. I think they definitely need other players to step up and help Sheo, because if they don't do that, I don't think they'll make it further.
Yeah, I think my eyes are on Sten, though. I think this guy has been fantastic in the last couple of series that we saw, especially against BDS. This guy was phenomenal in the laning phase, able to pick up a bunch of double kills for themselves in that bottom lane. And then as well, when it came towards like picks in the mid game, he was separating himself from Sheo and being like, oh, I'm going to hide around corners. I'm going to find these cool moments where I can step up and actually be a focal point and a successful point for them in their series against BDS. I want to see this guy once more, because it feels like the best version of Heretics is Sheo and Sten stepping up to the mark.
No, I completely agree, and I find it so much more interesting that Sten was playing on Vitality Academy, but he's now on Team Heretics himself, leveled up to this player, because his winter wasn't that great, but he's been a key player for them in terms of finding these victories, as you highlighted. But a person I want to see step up as well is Flakked. In terms of star power that we're talking about, I want to see a reliable guy carry games. And I don't need Flakked to do that in the 2v2, in the laning phase, because Flakked has never really been that guy. Even when he was playing on G2, it was about facilitating Takamas to make moves on the map, like we're asking of Sten today. And then I want to see him on a champion like Jinx. I want to see him on champions where you can be self-sufficient, you can survive the 2v1 sometimes, or Ezreal, which is a classic for him, and then still be a threat in the mid to late game. And it's that threat aspect I'm lacking from Flakked. I haven't been scared enough of seeing him in the late game.
Can he get in this position though, especially with the bot lane vitality he has?
I think it is tough. Like, I think Fleshy has been absolutely fantastic as coming into the roster. I think he's given them a lot of success on how they move around the map, but also then in the 2v2 as well. And I think it's going to make it a little bit more difficult for Stend and Flakked to kind of have that firepower that sometimes they can come into, at least what we saw against BDS. So I think this is the area to watch on the map. I think both of these bot lanes could pop off at any point in time.
I completely agree with Dak. Also just based off the fact that if you can shut down the bot lane of Team Heretics, you can shut down their access to dragons. And let's be honest, that's been Team Heretics' best win condition with Sheo driving them there. So not only are you winning, if you start getting these objectives for yourself, you're actively pushing Team Heretics back with what has been their main win condition.
I want to know what the bot lane of Vitality thinks here, actually, because we have the best Moan on Summoner's Rift, Karzi and Pad ready with Ginny in the Marriott Bonvoy pre-game check-in.
I've been in this situation before, like when we won LEC in 2020-21, but the draft was more playable, so like, joking.
Okay, you said the draft was more playable. Your coach now heard it too. Explain yourself.
Me? Myself?
Yes.
Explain yourself, Cassie.
You've seen the draft. Not even Prime Genji would win with that stuff.
It's true. We called Chovy, he confirmed.
Yeah.
Good to know. So I'm assuming then we have a little bit of a change coming in through today, because this is like the do or die moment for you guys in Vitality. You're going up against Heretics. For thinking about Spring, the tiebreaker didn't necessarily go your way. So what's going to be different this time?
And we lost some weight since that time Niski left, you know? So might be easier to climb up the mountain this time around.
Have you been doing some pull-ups to like try and climb the mountain?
Yes.
Actually, he is. Yeah, he's doing pull-ups after literally every game.
Yeah, I do pull-ups every day, like 100 pull-ups.
Yeah, minimum. He is very inspired by David Goggins.
It's not a cup.
Okay,
It's
right
caps.
now. Okay,
Okay, sorry, I'm done.
Either way, there is a lot of pressure on you guys in general when it comes to performance this game, because this could be the end of the split. So from a coaching perspective, when it comes to actually getting the players ready, getting the drafts ready, getting the team ready as a whole, what has that looked like this last week?
I mean, I think like everyone's talked a lot about the draft, like from last weekend. I think today Cass made a director's decision to come in later to the office so he could keep his glass full. That's how he usually describes his brain and how it works. Okay. Outside of that, we've just been working on all the things that we've been doing good when we were beating KC and when we were having good games. And we upped like the level of difficulty in scrims this week and performed really good.
Okay, that's good to know, because today is the real test, Karzi, and it's also the test of the vibes, right? Because you guys over at Vitality really mesh well together. We've heard a lot of the comms that always go really well, but Heretics is kind of in the same boat where the team is also meshing well together. They're also a very vibey team. So who's got the better vibe coming into today?
I mean, there is no way Team Heretics is better vibe than us. I don't believe it. I think they actually hate each other. I think that there is not a single person who can like stand.
Yeah.
Is that because he broke your finger earlier?
It's because he just broke his finger before we went to this interview.
Yeah. Way too tightly, and my fingers are hurting. So if by any chance I'm playing poorly in this match,
it's Stand.
Please find Stand and find him.
Okay, new jerseys before we close things out. They look great.
Oh yeah, the jerseys look really, really great. So guys, if you want to buy them, you can use code CARZ10 on the Team Vitality merch page. Thank you very much for the money.
Yeah, go to the merch page, guys.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for your thoughts ahead of this game against Heretic. We're going to be starting the game, so we're going to be heading over to you guys. Take it away.